Hi everybody, welcome back to Mr. Riley's Maths videos, and I'm working today through Mr. Hilliard's revision sheets for Form 1 summer revision. So this will be useful for anybody who's finishing first year and has a maths exam coming up and wants to practice any basic algebra skills that might be needed for your exam, and to make sure that you have the skills that are needed to go on into second year. So this is Mr. Hilliard's revision sheet, so thanks Mr. Hilliard, and you can see my Lego figure. It looks like some kind of National Geographic person. Anyway, she's going to be there for a minute with her koala. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work through these questions and stop the video at any stage. If you want to get the most out of the video, then what you should do is try the questions. So pause the video now, try the questions. Here they are. There's 1, 2, right down to the bottom, and then onto the next page. Okay, so there's the questions on the next page. So try the questions first and then look at the solutions and see how you got on. Okay, so I'm going to start doing the solutions now. So pause the video now if you want to, and we'll get going. So if s equals 3 and t equals -4, find the value of the following. Another word for find the value means evaluate. And this is also sometimes called substitution. So this is really to get you ready to use formulas, some of which you might already have used with coordinate geometry this year. So it's really to help you to use formulas. So if s equals 3 and t equals -4, that means s has a value of 3. So wherever s is in our expression, we're going to put a 3. And 5s written like that means 5 multiplied by s. So this is 5 multiplied by 3 minus 2 multiplied by t, which is -4. And you might choose to write it like this: 5 times 3 minus 2 times -4. And that's fine as well. Either of those is good. 5 times 3 is 15. Minus 2 times -4. Well, if you remember, when we multiply minus by minus, we get a plus. So 2 times 4 is 8, minus by minus is plus. 15 plus 8 is 23. Now if you'd done it this way, you'd have a 5 times 3 is 15, minus 2 times -4 is -8. 15 subtract -8, if you remember, that's that weird thing where that becomes 15 plus 8, which is 23. Okay. The next one, t squared minus 2t plus 6. So I'm only using t here. T is -4. T squared means t multiplied by itself. So that means -4 squared, or -4 multiplied by itself, minus 2 times -4 plus 6. And remember, you can do these on your calculator. Once you've written down your answer, if you're really stuck, if you're really struggling, just put them in your calculator and you'll get an answer. But do make sure you do this first line where you substitute in the values. -4 squared is -4 times -4, which is plus 16. Minus 2 times -4, well, we saw that over here, that's plus 8 plus 6. So 16 plus 8 plus 6, which is 24 plus 6, which is 30. Okay, so that's our substitution. Simplify the following. So simplify the following means tidy up. It means put together what goes together. So it also means multiply at brackets, or expand brackets. Okay, so when you see simplify, there is a way of tidying things up so the thing looks more simple. In other words, so it doesn't have lots of the same letter, or it doesn't have brackets still there. That's what simplify means. So when we do this, we put together the things that are the same. 5a and 4a, they're both a's, so that's 9a. 6b and -3b are the same type of thing. They're both b's, so we can subtract them. 6 of them minus 3 of them, that'll give me 3 of them. So 6b minus 3b is 3b, and then I've got 2c plus 7c is plus 9c. And that's tidied up. There's nothing else I can do to tidy it up. A's, b's and c's can't be added together. They can multiply together but not be added together. Now when we come to do multiplication, we're going to deal with the big numbers first. So 2 times 6 is 12 times 5 is 60. That's the big numbers done. The next thing we're going to deal with is the f's. There's an f squared, there's an f, and there's an f cubed. So f squared by f cubed you don't have to do this, I'm just showing you how it works, is the same as that. F by itself is f to the power of 1. Now when we multiply terms together, do you remember we add the powers? So 2 and 1 is 3 and 3 is 6. So f to the power of 6. Okay, so that's 60f to the power of 6. And then we're going to do the same thing with the g. And the g times g is g squared. So the answer to that is 60f squared, f to the power of 6, sorry, g squared. 60f to the power of 6, g squared. The next one is brackets. When we multiply a number outside a bracket by the bracket, we multiply everything inside the bracket by what's outside. And I draw these little lines to show what I'm multiplying. So I'm multiplying 3 by x first of all, which is 3x, and 3 by 2, which is 6. So 3x plus 6. And then here I'm multiplying 5 by x, 5 by minus 2, so 5x minus 10. 5 by x is 5x, 5 by minus 2 is minus 10. Minus 4 by 2x, well, minus 4 by 2 is minus 8, and it's x, so it's minus 8x. And minus 4 by plus 1 is minus 4. So what I have is the x's go together, minus 3x, and the minus 10 goes with the minus 4, so minus 14. Remember, 10 negs and 4 negs, when you put them together, you've got 14 negs, or negative 14. Now this next one is a little bit difficult because it's got 2 brackets. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply everything in the first bracket by everything in the second bracket. So I'm going to multiply 2x by x, which is 2x squared. I'm going to multiply 2x by 2, which is 4x, minus 5 by x, which is minus 5x, and minus 5 by 2, which is minus 10. I'll go through that again. 2x multiplied by x is 2x squared. 2x multiplied by 2 is 4x. Minus 5 multiplied by x is minus 5x. And minus 5 multiplied by 2 is minus 10. So what we're left with here, the 2x squared can't add to anything. The 4x and the minus 5x gives me minus 1x. And the minus 10 is minus 10. Okay? 2x squared minus x minus 10. 3x by 2x minus 5 is just going to be 3x by 2x and 3x by minus 5. So 3x by 2x is 6x squared. 3x by minus 5 is minus 15x. And there's nothing we can do with that. Okay? Now some equations. So the thing with equations is we always want to find the value of x. So that means we always want to end up with x equals, and really it's 1x equals something, because then that will give us the answer. So we're trying to find the number, the value that x has, so that 7 times that number gives us 42. Now you might be able to do that in your head, but let's find a method that'll help us for later on. If 7x is to try and to become 1x, because that's what we're aiming for, I have to divide by 7. But remember, with equations, if I divide by 7 on one side, I have to divide by 7 on the other side. So what I'm left with is x equals, because 7x divided by 7 is 1x. 42 divided by 7 is 6. So what I'm left with is x is equal to 6. This one here, there's a bit of a problem because I don't just have some x's equal a number, I've got some x's plus a number equals a number. And we want really x's on one side, x on one side, and numbers on the other side. That's what we're aiming for. X is on one side and numbers on the other side. So I'm going to get rid of that 4. It's on the wrong side. How do I get rid of it? It's a plus 4. I need to subtract 4 from it because plus 4 minus 4 equals 0. If I do minus 4 there, I do minus 4 here. So what I have is 3x plus 0 is equal to 12. But adding nothing onto something doesn't change anything. So I can get rid of that 0 and say that's the same as 3x is equal to 12. Now I can divide both sides by 3, just like I did over here. Divided by 7, I'm dividing by 3. 3x divided by 3x is x, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. Now, we've got a bracket, which is really a bit head-wrecking, but let's do what we do with brackets and multiply it out. 4 by 2x and 4 by minus 3. So 4 by 2x is 8x. 4 by minus 3 is minus 12 equals 36. Now, same problem as we had a minute ago. We've got a number on this side. We don't want it there. If it's negative 12, to get rid of it, we have to give positive 12, because negative 12 plus 12, negative 12 and positive 12 become 0, which is what we want. 8x minus 0 is equal to 48, because we added 12 to the other side as well. So that means 8x is equal to 48. So what does 1x equal? 1x equals, divided by 8, not by x. Sorry about that. 8x divided by 8 is x, and 48 divided by 8 is 6. So x is equal to 6. And finally, here's one that's a bit more difficult because there's x's on one side and on the other side, and there's numbers on one side and on the other side. So again, I'm going to get my x's on one side and my numbers on the other side. I'm going to aim to get my x's on this side because this is my biggest number of x's and they're positive. So aim, if possible, to get your x's on the side where there's the biggest number of them, biggest number of positive x's. So first of all, I'm going to subtract 10 because it shouldn't be on that side, it should be over here. So I have 7x plus 0 is equal to 4x minus 12. Then this 4x is in the way, so I'm going to subtract 4x from that side, 4x from that side. So I get 3x plus 0 is equal to 0 minus 12. But of course those zeros make no difference at all, because adding nothing onto a number leaves the number the same way. So 3x is minus 12, divide both sides by 3. So x is equal to negative 4. So you can get negative answers as well as positive answers. Okay, I hope that's useful, and I hope your exams go well whenever you're doing those, whether you're in the same school as me or somewhere else. I hope they go well. Bye-bye.